So welcome everyone. Thanks for joining. This is quite a strong class. You might find at some point it's fairly strong on the wrists or fairly strong in the legs. If at any point you need to come out of it, just keep your body safe. You know your bodies. I don't know your bodies. Um, so if it is too much, hopefully it's not. Hopefully you're used to and well into your practice by now. Just come out of it. Don't push over your edge. Stay within limits and boundaries. Um, Thanks for joining this evening. And let's just start in a child's pose. It can be a wide-legged child's pose, or your knees can be narrow. And if that's too much compression on the knees, then keep the bum high and drop it. But if you can get the buttocks down towards the heels, then do so. And if you can, relax in the arms, relax the head down, and just release down. And draw your attention to the breath. Inhale and exhale. Feel the rise and the fall of your back body, your front body. Start to tune in and connect. Letting go of the day, the rush to get to your mat. And then draw your arms long and straight and come up into the fingertips of your arms. Focus on drawing the back long and the tailbone down towards the heels. Draw the armpits down towards the mat. And then on an inhale, start to round into the back, pressing the fingers down. And an exhale, dropping the chest down and maybe the head coming forward slightly. Inhale, round into the back. And exhale, lower the chest down, walking into the back. Small movements to start. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, round up one more time. And exhale, lower it down. Find a neutral spine. Walk your hands over to the left side of your body. Keep the fingers pushing down. Keep the armpits drawing down, drawing length into the spine whilst drawing length into the side body. Then walk the hands over to the right side. And feel that stretch in the left side of the body. And slowly come back to center. Bring your hands back. Come into a tabletop. And now feel the difference in your cat and the cows on an inhale and an exhale, allowing a fuller movement than what we just allowed. Check in with that difference that you feel. You've got about 6 more breaths of an inhale and an exhale to move in your own time here. You can turn your hands, warming up the wrists. If you choose, you can move into the shoulders. Again, warming the wrists, warming the shoulders, warming the hips, starting to go one way and then go the other way if you're doing that. Take whatever movement you feel you need in this early stage of the class. And then when you feel you've moved enough, and you've got to the end of those breaths that you've been counting in your mind, tuck your toes, raise your knees, draw your chin in, and find downward dog, Ardha Mukha Savasana. You can walk into each leg if you choose. Or you might find you just want to immediately start to find some stillness. Come high on your toes. Bend your knees, keep your hips high. Draw your chest towards your thighs. Draw your chin in and look up between your legs, looking up at your belly button. Then draw your chin forward, long neck, look forward. And start to walk forward to the front of your mat, slowly, step by step, and forward fold at the front. Release your neck, release your head down. Bend your knees so your hands are relaxed and loose, touching the ground. And then when you're ready, start to roll up slowly, vertebra by vertebra. Unless you've got spinal issues in the lower spine, then come up with a flat back. But take your time rolling up. Feet are hip distance apart. And find a mountain pose. Check in the soles of your feet, the whole sole of your feet, weight equal, the whole underside of your foot. And if you choose, your hands can come to Anjula Mudra in front of your heart. I'm going to begin the class with 3 arms. If you choose not to then focus on the inhale and the exhale of your breath whilst we chant. Inhale to prepare. Your eyes open. Namaste. Enjoy your class. Keep yourself safe. Back of the palms come together. Rise up slowly. Focus on the spine. High mountain pose. Exhale, thumb and index finger come in. Draw the elbows in and start to round the spine. And then the arms go out to the side of the body, large intestine meridian with the hands if you choose. If you don't believe in meridians, just think of tension in the nerves. Slowly rise up, back to the palms together. Draw that spine long, feel each vertebra. And exhale, second one. Go as low as what's safe for your knees. And inhale, draw it up. Slowly place the heels, elbows go wide. Draw the sitting bones towards the front of the mat, lengthening the tailbone long, and you're still cactusing the arms. The weight is on the balls of your feet, and slowly the hands come down. Hands draw towards one another, and hands draw apart. Hands draw up, hands draw down. Draw together, drop. Inhale, rise it up. Arms face one another, bend at the wrists. Draw the elbows down towards the side of the body, and draw it up. Hands down to the side, and draw it up. And then dive your left hand over your right. I'm mirroring you, so I'm doing the opposite. Palms interlace. You're pushing through the back of the heart center. The weight is on the balls of your feet. Your heels are squeezing in. The calves are active and switched on. The inner thighs are drawing towards one another, and as if motion, and active and on. Bend your knees and straighten your knees. Hamstring switches on. Draw the knees up, quads are on. Focus on a level of activation in the body that's good for you. Look up. Squeeze the arms, compress the chest. Then inhale, rotate it out. Lift the belly button away from the pubic bone, heart away from the belly button. Hands lead the way, wrists, forearms, elbows rotating, feel the articulation, shoulders come forward, hands go back. Interlace, draw the collarbones back, rise up. Slowly going down. Shoulders trying to stay somewhere above the hips. Hands are going as high as possible. Go as low as what's good for your knees, inner thighs squeezing together, and rise up and pause. Rise up and pause. Rise up and pause. Slowly release the hands. Traction the spine long. Exhale, heels come down. Lengthen the lower spine. Draw the hands down. Draw the hands together. Apart. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale together. Exhale apart. Inhale up. Turn the palms towards the ceiling. And draw the elbows down. And up. And down. As you go up, round the spine, right hand dives over the left, palms interlace, shoulders draw out of the ears. Check in, weight on the balls of the feet, heels squeezing towards one another. Calves are switched on, inner thighs are on. Hamstrings, turn them on. Bend the knees and try and straighten at the same time. Then look up. Squeeze the chest. Arms stay straight. Send the energy through the fingertips. Then rotate out. Starts at the shoulders, the elbows, the forearms, the wrists. All the time, the heart keeps lifting away from the lower body. Then the hands lead the way. The wrists, the forearms, the elbows. Draw the hands back, swap the grip. Draw the collarbones back. Slowly rise up and exhale, slowly going down. Inner thighs squeezing towards one another. They're going to want to go apart. Slowly with control. Slow, controlled movement all the way up. Release the hands. Back of the palms come together. Rise up, high mountain. Exhale, drop the left heel. Turn the right leg out. Bend the left knee. And side bend the spine. Draw the right foot towards the left, pulling it. The right sitting bone is drawing under. And if you can, you look up to the front hand, top hand. Then inhale, right arm comes forward. Draw it up, draw it longer than the left. Then, longer than the left. Feel that side stretch in the body. And take the other side up as though you're climbing a rope bit by bit. Feel it in your body. And then place your right heel down. Turn your left leg out. Side bend. Left side. Breathe into the abdominal area. To the belly. Left arm comes forward. Draw it up. Draw it long and that side, left side higher than the right. Then take the left up. Lengthening, feeling that spine. Lengthening. Then exhale. Hands come to the heart, meridian center. Step your left leg back. You can be on the ball of the foot if you're wanting more. Or the heel can be down. The feet push down and push away from one another. Then twist. Over the front leg. Extend the arms. Draw the left ear from the left shoulder. Left shoulder pushing forward to the right side of your mat. Right shoulder pulling back to the left. Look back. Now allow the left hip to go some more. Maybe you can twist a little bit more. And slowly the right arm comes under, elbows cross, squeeze the back of the back, draw the shoulder blades apart from one another. Then step forward, traction the spine long. Exhale, heart meridian. Right leg steps back. Set up, prepare. Belly button, lower ribs, chest. Right ear from right shoulder. Draw the right hip back. Then look back. It's going to challenge your balance. Allow the right hip to go now. Twist a little bit more. Then left arm comes under, elbows cross. Step forward, traction the spine long. Exhale, slowly forward fold. Head below the hips, sign of humility. Just release it. Check back in with your breath. Then inhale, roll up, vertebra by vertebra, all the way to the top of your mat. Inhale, hands go wide, high mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, place your hands, right leg steps back, drop the knee. Inhale, hands above shoulders. Exhale, slowly drop the hands, support yourself a little bit with the hands. Draw the right heel to the buttocks on the inhale, squeeze it in. Exhale, take it long. Inhale, draw it in. Exhale, take it long. Inhale, draw it in. Take it long. And you drop a little bit more in the hips and you lengthen the spine. Place the hands flat, tuck the back toes, left foot goes back. Use your knees if you need to. Stang pranam, knees to chin chest. Full chaturanga, all the way down onto the ground. Inhale, cobra. Exhale down. Tuck your toes, use the knees if you need to, plank. Downward dog. Look forward, right leg steps forward, drop the left knee. Inhale, hands go up above the shoulders. Watch for compression in the lower spine. Exhale, place the hands, tuck the toes, step forward, forward fold. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, hands down to heart center. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, place the hands, left foot steps back, drop the knee. Inhale, hands above the head, shoulders above the hips. Sink low if you can. Exhale, place the hands to the ground. Draw the left heel to the buttocks, squeeze it. Lower it down. Inhale, draw it in. All the while keeping the spine long. Draw it in one more time. Engage the hamstring and the quad. And slowly lower it down. Place your hands flat down. Tuck the toes of the left leg. Square the hips first. Then step back with control. Find your plank. Stang pranam, knees to chest. Inhale, cobra. Exhale down. Tuck the toes. Use your knees if you need to, plank. Kneeling plank. Chin leads the way, hips go high. Downward dog. Look forward. Left leg steps forward between the hands. Right knee drops. Pull into the fingertips. So they're pulling back, they're not moving, going length into the spine. Tuck the toes, raise the hips, step forward, forward fold. Inhale, high mountain pose. Exhale, hands down to heart center. Inhale, hands to heart meridian. Doing the same side as you, I'm not mirroring you, I'm just standing at a bit of an angle. Shift your weight into your left foot. Draw your knee into your chest. If that's too much, the toe can just touch on the floor. Otherwise, if you are raising the knee, draw it up, extend the leg, loose the foot, and think of doing a sit-up. Engage the left glute. Meridian gesture with the hands. Inhale, draw it in. Exhale, open the leg. If the hips are staying square to the front of your mat, thumb and index finger, and extend. If your balance is challenged, obviously the foot can come lower. You're still in the pose. Inhale, draw it back in. Exhale, take a half squat. Put it down. Raise it up. Set the weight into the right foot. Engage the glute a little bit. Draw the tailbone long. Inhale, draw the leg up. Exhale, large intestine. Sorry, lung meridian with the hands. Use the foot. And think of doing a sit-up. Inhale, thumb and index finger. Open the leg. Extend. Shoulders roll forward. Hands are towards the side of the body. Inhale, draw it in. Half squat. To weight your left foot. Right heel to the buttocks. Squeeze it in. Feel the hamstring come on. Then start to hinge at the hips. Take the right knee high. Pericardium with the wrists. Choose. Slowly control. Extend the leg out. Draw the right hip down. Roll the right thigh up towards the ceiling. Release the back bend, round the spine. Bend the knee, bring it forward. Hands come under the knee. Draw the knee high, lengthen the spine. Exhale, let it go. Slowly twist, belly button, lower ribs, chest. Extend the arms. Extend the leg if you choose. Watch for dropping back in the pose. So make sure you're still in your sit-up, coming forward on it. None of this lying back in it. And slowly come forward to center. Drop it down. Half squat. Weight to right foot, left heel to buttocks. Squeeze it. Slowly come forward. Knee goes high. Pericardium with the wrists. Look forward, foot extends. Right leg is micro bent. Then release the back bend, round the back. Knee comes forward, draw it in, hold it. Pull it up high, lengthen the spine. Can you release and hold it there? Hands come to heart meridian. Twist. Extend the foot if you choose. Slowly come back to center. Exhale, forward fold. You should be warm now if you've done that sequence that we've just done. The body should be warm to flow a little bit quicker. Maybe move a little bit faster. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Flat spine. Your hands can come on your shins if you need to. You can bend your knees as much as you need to. Or you can do it with a straight leg. Keep that long spine. Exhale, hands come down to the floor. Shift your weight to your left foot. Right heel comes to the buttocks. Draw the knee high. Draw the left hip back towards the right corner of the mat. Slowly start to extend the foot out long. Loosen to the foot on the right leg. Extend energy through the back knee. Raise the right hip square and level with the left. Lengthen the spine. Slowly gravity takes the foot down all the way to the ground. The head comes to the knees. The hands frame the front foot. The fingers push to the front of your mat, rounding the spine. Check in with the hips that the right hip's not dropping lower than the left. Draw them up, square them. Then inhale, straighten the back leg, full length into the spine. Lifting the chest away from the thigh. Then inhale, head comes to the spine, bend the back knee, round the spine again. Next inhale, lengthen it long. Exhale, back of the palms come together, crescent lunge. Draw it up high. Lengthen the spine, lengthen the side body. The feet push down and push away from one another. If it's too much, you raise higher, take some of it out of it. Otherwise, you're dropping low, the back knee's bending for now, and the sitting bones are tucking under. Then inhale, the hands come to heart meridian. Twist over the front leg. Belly button, that's to your left. Lower ribs, chest. Draw the right ear from the shoulder. In your mind's eye, the right hip is coming back. Make the twist in the spine. Inhale, back to center. Arms come up, traction the spine. Exhale, hands down to heart meridian. Twist to the right, to the open side. Now keep the right hip drawing forward, not drawing back. Inhale, back to center. Extend the spine long. Exhale, left hand goes down, right hand goes over, side bend. Inhale, left arm comes high, lengthen the spine long. And take it back over to the right side. Keep the right hip high, don't let it drop down and sag and compress into the lower spine. Inhale, forward long. Exhale, hands come down to the floor. Shift your weight into your hands and step back to plank. Draw your hands towards one another. Draw your hands apart from one another, as if motions. Draw your heels of your hands to your toes, draw your toes to the heels of your hands. Then slowly lower down, all the way down onto the ground. When you're on the ground, if you do have a block in your home, this could be a Tupperware container, it could be a book. The block can go on your buttocks and you're going to squeeze it. If you don't have a block, interlace the thumbs. Option 1, your head can stay down on the ground. Push the tops of the toes down into the floor, raise the knees, and draw the shoulders up. Option 2, you raise the head. The interlace of the thumbs helping you. Otherwise, you're squeezing your block. You might even put an imaginary block there. Slowly lower down. Tuck your toes, raise your knees. Pull the tailbone long. Push up kneeling plank or full plank. Downward dog. Chin leads away, hips go high. Grip with the fingers. Draw elbows towards one another. Draw the lower ribs in towards the spine. Draw sitting bone towards the heels. Look forward. Walk, step, or hop softly and gently if you're hopping all the way to the front of your mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands come forward. Weight on the right foot. Left leg goes up. Draw the right buttocks back to the left corner of the mat. Keep the spine long. Slowly extend the foot out. Extend energy through the back of the knee. Loose the foot. Slowly allowing gravity to take you down. Hands come back to frame the foot. Round the spine, head comes to knee. Back knees bent. Inhale, pull into the fingertips, extend the back leg, long spine. Exhale, head to knee. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, bend the knee, round into the spine, crescent lunge, rise up. Front foot pushes down and away, back foot pushes down and back. Make sure your feet are hip distance apart, helps with the balance. Inhale, hands come down to heart meridian. Twisting to your right, belly button, lower ribs, chest. Left ear from left shoulder. Left hip drawing back, make it about a twist in the spine. Inhale, back to center. Traction the spine long. Exhale, hands come down. Inhale, open up towards the left. Left hip drawing forward, right ear from right shoulder. Next inhale, come forward, exhale. Inhale, draw it long, stretch through the side body. Exhale, draw it down. Right hand goes over, left hand goes up. Inhale, draw it up. Exhale, left hand goes down, right hand goes over. Legs might be burning, that's okay. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands come down to the floor, push in, step back. Plank. Put your plank. Take the activation you choose to take. And be like a cloud in the sky and observe the option you're taking. And when you're ready, lower down through chaturanga, or use your knees if you need to. Slowly pause when your shoulders get in line with your elbows. And release all the way down. Inhale, elbows come forward. Elbows press down and pull towards the hips. Make fists and bend the wrists. Tops of the toes pushing down into the floor. Stretching the ankles long. Yes, we work the ankles as well. Knees are raised. If you're feeling in the lower spine, then draw the tailbone longer. Close your eyes. Breathe into the side ribs. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Open your eyes. Hands come down. Pull the spine long. Hands come under. Use your knees if need to. Chaturanga. The chin leads the way, then the hips go high. Don't just move, feel the movement. Downward dog. When we didn't know to laugh or to cry. Grip with the fingertips. Left leg goes high. Square the hips. Then open the left hip up. Draw the foot up. Now bend the knee. Now slowly make your way to Wild Thing. If you're not confident with that, come back to Downward Dog. Turn your buttocks to the ground. Turn your left hand over. I'm giving you the visual. Leg push up. And find your Wild Thing with both feet supporting you. Left hand in the air. Right elbow is micro-bending. Make the musculature of the arm work. Stretching the joints. Then the eyes lead the way. You're either going to sit your buttocks down and come out of it, or you're going to rotate. Left hand lands. Keep turning the hips all the way open. Your feet stack for Vashisthasana or half Vashisthasana. Your left hand is on the ground. Your right hand is in the air. You're either in half Vashisthasana or full. Or if you want more, the right foot is coming up towards the buttocks. Or Ardha Bakasana. And you're breathing. Slowly come out of it. Your right foot is going to make your way all the way to the front of your mat. Your hands are going to come forward. Push back into your hands, stretch down into the spine, then pull length into the spine, shift the weight onto the front foot, and rise up to supported warrior 3. Draw the right hip back towards the left corner of the mat. Make sure you're not opening the left hip. Draw the left hip down towards the ground, but up towards the ceiling at the same time. Then inhale slowly. That foot comes down to a 45 degree. Hands come together. Warrior 1. Virabhadrasana 1. Keep some lean forward in the body. Keep the lower spine safe. And no dropping in and arching into the lower spine. Eventually, slowly over time, you might have to give up the hands touching. You can draw it back and keep drawing the shoulders into the ears and draw it long. Then slowly, the left arm comes back. Reverse your warrior 1. Right arm comes forward. Walk the left foot out, shuffle it. Warrior 2. Think of drawing the inner thighs away. Watch your knee, not dropping in too much. Heels drawing towards one another. And watch for the sinking in of the chest and down. So try and focus on drawing your chest upright as opposed to drawing it down like this. Draw it up, looking over the front arms. Then slowly start to straighten into the front leg. Close the back foot at 45 degrees. Lengthen the right side long. Micro bend in the leg, hand comes to shin. I know you do it other ways in other classes, but bring your hand to the shin in this class. Push the hand into the shin, micro bend. Open up the body. Retracting the right shoulder, retracting the left. Going the right sitting bone under. Left side of your mat. Next okay, you're looking up. If not, you're looking down. Then inhale, the right hand comes to the collarbone. And with as little momentum as possible, unsupported half moon. Right shoulder coming towards left shoulder to left hip. Extend energy through that back leg. And slowly put it down. Your hands come over. Move through a chaturanga and then a vinyasa. If you're ready for up dog, take up dog. Otherwise a cobra. We'll all meet in downward dog. When the winter days are dead and we shed our gripping with the fingertips. Right leg goes high. Square the hips first. Lengthen the spine. Slowly open the hips, feel that opening. Now draw the foot towards the ceiling higher. Now bend the knee. Now start to go for your wild thing The right hand starts to come off slowly and with control. Otherwise, you're sitting down with your buttocks and turning and coming into it from a seated position. Find your wild thing. Left arm micro bend. Building strength. Eyes lead the way. Start to turn. Right hand lands. Right foot. Turn over. Vashisthasana on the right side. Right elbow bends. Left arm goes. If you want more, go to half if you want less. If you want more, Anapakasana. I want to offer something for everyone. Then slowly release. Left foot comes forward. Find your way however you find it to the front. Hands go forward and long. Push into the hands, round into the spine. Square the hips. Then pull into the hands, pull the spine long, pull length into the right side. And then find your supported warrior 3. Extend through the back leg. Slowly, the foot comes down, plant at 45 degrees. Palms come together, warrior 1. Just a bit longer if you need to. Watch for the compression in the lower spine. I'm offering the lean forward, outer blade of the right foot, pushing down towards the mat. Then reverse the warrior. Long spine, make the spine long first. Make it more about the spine going up and about the back. So come forward, warrior 2. Open it up. And push down towards one another. Inner thighs. Apart. Shoulders somewhere over our hips. Slowly extend the right leg. Keep a micro bend. Left leg. Start to come forward. Left hand onto the shin. Push into it. Pull that length into the left side. Pull it long. Your right hand can come to your belly and open it up, and the arm goes up. The outer blade of the right foot pushing down into the floor. Trikonasana. Inhale, left hand comes to collarbone, bend the knees, start to shift your weight to unsupported half moon. Right shoulder towards right hip. Left glute engage. Left knee micro bend. Inhale. Slowly lower down. Hands come over. Vinyasa. Step back. Lower down chaturanga. Upward dog or cobra. Be mindful of your choice. Tuck the chin, hips go high. Slowly drop one elbow, then the other elbow. If that's too much for you, drop your knees, then drop one elbow, then drop the other elbow, and then press into the feet and find a dolphin. You're either going to stay here for 10 breaths, or you're going to walk the feet in a little bit. If you're okay with that, right leg goes high. Extend energy through the ball of the foot. Lower it down, swap. Left leg goes high. Slowly lower it down. Walk it out. Drop the knees. Come to child's. Everybody come to child's. Take a moment. Check in with your breath. Check on how you're doing. And then slowly rolling up out of it. Sit down on your heels. And then drop your buttocks over to the left side. Extend your legs long for a forward fold. I'm going to do it sideways tonight. Draw length into the side body. Make sure you're not rounding into the lower spine. And again, if you have a block, that can help you really extend the lower spine. So if you need a block or a book, please use that. You can bend the knees as much as you need to. Keep that long spine and start to come forward. Keep the spine long, keep the hands walking forward. There's 2 additional spinal columns. The heels push down and pull in towards the sitting bones. The sitting bones are rooting down and drawing towards the heels. Now draw the belly button from L4 and L5, draw it up and long, and then start to give into habit and forward fold. The goal is not to hold your feet. It's fine if you do, but that's not the goal. The organs all compressing, the digestive organs. When we release and come out, the shift and the change of oxygen, removing all the toxins. Slowly rise up. Draw your feet in, Purvottanasana, or your feet can stay long, Yogi's choice. If your fingers are pointing towards your buttocks, then grip with your fingers a little bit. Otherwise your hands can point to the side depending on your shoulders, or point back, but don't grip with your fingers too much if they're pointing back. Inhale, rise the buttocks up, reverse tabletop. The gripping with our fingertips activates the musculature in the forearms, protecting the wrists. Draw the chin up to the corner of the room where the wall meets the roof in front of you. Don't drop it back, compressing the cervical spine. Keep the neck long, but you can draw it up towards the ceiling, lengthen the whole spine. And slowly exhale, put it down. Inhale, keep your legs long. Take your hands to the side of your body. Just need to check the time. Hands to the side of your body. Keep your legs long. Now keep this length. We're going to do some Lalasana preparation. You're going to need to play with this where your hands are from your hips to a little bit in front of your thighs. But generally, if you can start off next to your hips, watch for shoulders coming up into ears. So draw the shoulders down and lift the buttocks up, face down, armpits drawing down. Lats are switched on. Inhale, raise the right leg. Exhale, put it down. If you need to take a break between them. Next one, inhale, raise the left leg. Put it down. Inhale, right leg. Exhale, put it down. Inhale, right leg. Put it down. This time when we go up, we're going to draw the buttocks back. We're going to try and draw the buttocks back between the hands So watch me first if you're not sure. The heels are going to slide along the ground. So inhale, raise up, and then draw it back. Your chest needs to come forward. Heels are on the ground. And slowly put it back down. Next one, you can either bend your knees in and raise up and raise everything off the ground, or you can try to raise everything off the ground. Hover it, hold it, and put it down when you need to. Have a go. Legs long, extra weight, quads are going to burn. Then bend the knees in, roll down slowly, vertebra by vertebra. Taking your time. Starting to cool down. A little bit left to finish off. So we're going to take 2 bridges. If you're a visual person, then watch first. Otherwise, listen. Your arms go out wide at a T-junction. Then draw your tailbone long. Think of squashing a grape underneath your back, your lower back. Then inhale, start to press into the feet, raising the hips high. Arms come up, palms touch above the eyes. Arms are long. Now draw the tips of the shoulders towards one another. Basically rounding the back, up the back. Check in with the weight in your neck. There's very, very little weight in your neck. Slowly lower down. Please make sure your fingertips can't touch your heels. For this one, your hands come next to your body, arms come down alongside. Really push down into those arms, push down. Watch for lifting the lower spine off, so draw the lower spine down, squash that grape, strawberry, whatever your fruit of choices today. Then push into the arms, push into the feet, rise the hips up. Draw the chin towards the chest, draw the chest towards the chin. And if you're okay, your hands will interlace and you may walk your shoulders underneath. Slowly release, lower down, vertebra by vertebra. Then draw your left knee in, hug it in, and then take the ankle just above the knee. Raise the head up and find your hands gripping below the knee, the right knee, and slowly start to draw it in a figure 4. That is really easy for you. You can bring your right elbow to your right foot and extend your right leg, your left arm to your left knee and interlace the hands. And slowly draw it in like this. Please don't go here if you're not sure that your body can do it. Just know you can do it. Then a prone pigeon on your back. Maybe eventually your head drops down to the floor. It might be your journey. Slowly release out of it. Left foot onto the floor. Hug the right knee in. Open that right hip out, draw the right ankle above the left knee. Raise the head, raise the shoulders. It's your figure four. Keep drawing it. Maybe your head goes down onto the ground, your shoulders start to go down to the ground. You can use that right elbow to keep pushing the right knee up, which is flexed. Again, if that is very, very easy and not feeling much, shoulders and your head rise, the left elbow comes to the foot, the right elbow comes towards the left. Start to hug it in, pull it in, draw it. You want to be feeling something in your right glute. Keep energy extending through the left leg. Slowly release that. Take your feet to mat distance apart, sides of your mat. And then take whatever movement you need, just some final release in the spine. And then before we go to Shavasana, just if you've got it in your practice, you'll go to a shoulder stand. Otherwise, your hands come alongside and your feet go in the air. There shouldn't be tension. If your legs start to shake, then bend your knees. Come back to your breath. If you are in shoulder stand, you can start to bring your legs over the plow. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, then just stay in your shoulder stand. And then those in shoulder stand will bring their knees to their head. Others will drop their legs and hug the knees in. And those in shoulder stand will slowly roll out vertebra by vertebra. Those hugging their knees will release their legs, finding their legs going wide. Raise the head up, draw the neck long and back, draw the armpits down, and then place the head on the ground. Drop the shoulders open, drop the back of the palms onto the floor. Slowly closing your eyes. Please feel free to take as much time as you need in Shavasana. Hopefully you're in a very, very safe environment that you can take as much time as you need. When you are ready to come out, roll over to one side. Spend a moment in child and fetal position on the side. And check in with your body. And take your time getting up. There's no rush. Thank you for allowing me to lead you in your practice. May you have a beautiful week ahead.